The word control is not a bad word. It's not a bad word. But I understand from a female side, because the minister said, if a man is a fool, then you're not obligated to submit under that type of leadership. But when you choose a man, and he has wisdom, and he's a decent man, and he has a sensible head on his shoulder, when you choose him, not that he's perfect, you do spiritually have an obligation to fall under his leadership and the control of that man, because it's not a bad type of, not like a slave type control. But as he's the head, there might be things that he might not want you to do. But as his wife, you got to be saying, hey, y'all can talk about it, but at the end of the day, if you really feel adamant about it as your husband, you have the obligation to do that. Because the messenger said the black man must protect, respect, and control the black woman. Because if you look at the black woman as a whole, off the chain and out of order, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving the black man out of it now. I'm just talking about the female at this point. Hold on. Let me finish my point. Now listen. From a high civilization, from a ruling society, if you look at other cultures that dominate the world, like China, or if you look at just major nations, the higher civilizations don't allow, or they don't even teach their women to conduct themselves in a certain way, or even to display themselves in a certain way, because the female in a ruling society is looked at as sacred, and anything that's sacred is valuable. But the thing is, it can't be on display, and it can't be free for any man to just have his way with it. And that falls back on the responsibility of the black man. We can't let anybody into our vineyard, our garden, which is the black woman is our garden. And if we let anything in, which is going on right now, it is devaluing the garden. A nation can rise no higher than the woman of that nation. So if you take the female and raise her to a higher condition, like we said at first, an ignorant woman is what? A sin. If you raise her in consciousness, what comes from her are children. Children that become what? Giants, leaders, and rulers. But that potential is what? In you all. So the power and the future of a nation lies in the female. So you can't be a free-for-all woman. You can't just be loosey-goosey, because you're more valuable than that.
Why did God come in control?
Because we lost control. And I'm asking questions. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
I don't think it's control. I think you submit to your nature. The female, the woman has a nature, and she submits to creation, to her fulfillment. So you're surrendering yourself to God, which you're in balance with the universe. So if a woman is complete, she compels her mate to be complete. It's a balance. So we're not controlling you. Basically, you're in your orbit, and you're being what God created you to be. And a woman can do something we can't do. You can give birth, and you can become a mother. We can donate the sperm, but you carry a child that we can't do that. That's heavy. I mean, you can carry a line and give birth, and you have a connection the rest of your life. So it's not about giving up power. You have the power. Like the record said, I got the power. And if the men is out of control, the women has control of the boy from day one. She nurtures him. So teach him how to treat the woman. where it starts.